Hello everybody and welcome on today's video. Today I'd like to do some work on this, well, acceptably big field maple. He's been growing quite well. That's not the case for all the field maples. My root over rock field maple didn't make it. So makes me rather sad, and well, I think I'm going to try to tanuki him maybe next year. Well, we will see. Anyway, this one, well, as you see, he's been neglected a little bit because I had quite a lot of work. The last month I've been making a terrace around the house and stuff like that. So yeah, not a lot of bonsai last month. So I'm going to catch up with this one, do some trimming, see how the branches present themselves, and yeah, and get him ready for the next grow spurt of the year. So let's start. So obviously it needs some weeding, but this is the last thing I will do because, well, of course, if you trim and cut the top, you will get the surface dirty again. So we will start at the very top, and as you can see, the very top has a big shoot coming out here, and well, of course we need to cut that back a little, especially because it is, well, the only growth on that branch, and that's really not a lot. We have this little branch here, but this one took over. I don't know why, but I'm going to cut it back fairly short in order to maybe get some back budding. And then I have this branch here, which is not a very useful branch. I don't need it at all, I think. So I'm going to remove that completely, like so. This is a branch that is growing and that I'm using as a graft, but I don't need all the foliage on that. Maybe just leave the foliage here, because this might leave the foliage here on that branch, because that might just be a branch that I could use as a back branch, so I'm not going to remove the foliage there. This branch is supposed to become a graft, so better not touch it. I mean this one. And then we have this one, which is the main branch. It is held here with a guy wire, because otherwise it's kind of straight, and it's gonna be much better with a little movement in it. So this is the top, this is the side branch, so I'm going to remove just a little snip over here. Same in the back, just going to remove the little growing tips, because I don't want it to get out of control. This is a dead little stump. Well, as a fact, I really don't need that branch here at all. So no, I'm going to get rid of it. I need to clean this up. So let me get some knob cutter here. Okay, so this is going to be a little better. Make it a little hollow, like so. And now let's have a look at the lower parts. This is a graft, so I don't need that one, and I don't need that one. And well, That's the thing when you have leaves everywhere. Where does it come from and do you need it? No, I don't need that. Just need that branch here, which is the graft. Okay, I have a little piece of bamboo here holding these two branches apart. So it's doing the job, it's not moving, so that's good. And then we have the big side branch here, which is very nice because I have some ramification here in the very bottom. It's an ugly leaf. I'm going to remove it. And then we have one here, which is also nice. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in the future. This one I'm going to let grow. This one I might use it, but I'm going to trim it back a little. And then we have the two main branches here, who are dividing already quite well. And I'm going to cut them back quite heavily, even a little more, which will already make this branch quite attractive. I think it's nicely filled already. This can become a layer down. I always wondered if I should have this branch more in this position. Yeah, well, it can be done anyways. I also have a little bud that opened up here, so that's very good. So let's see how the tree looks now. So this is the tree when it is trimmed, so it's not bad. Looks like a tree. I think once that these grafts are okay, this might really well become a back branch and make some foliage here at the back and at this side. This is raffia. So okay, I don't need these little things here also. They're not doing any harm, but when they grow they will become thicker branches, and then when I remove them I'll have big scars, so don't want that. Just removing. Let's see if I have some. Oh yeah, little one here. Yeah, you don't want these things. Okay, so now I have to clean up the surface. Yeah, well, so this is what you get when you don't work on your trees for a whole month. Oh boy, look at this. So that's really a disaster, especially this one. These ones go deep, so I really have to dig around, because if I don't get the root out, yeah, got him. So these are little willows, I think, but they fly around everywhere and it's not easy to bonsai them, so don't think I want to keep them. So it was a little defectuous root that I cut off. Well, looks like I'm kinda lucky still. It's not too bad. I have worse trees, of course, now. That's good. That's good. So I'm just going to remove all these little weeds here. I'm not going to bore you with every one of them. But as I said, it's better to keep an eye on these ones. Well, I'm almost done. Weeds are removed. Just wondering what this is. Yeah, I had to hold a root here. So these little rocks, they don't really do a whole lot, but I can maybe put them in the back just to give a nice touch. I don't know, maybe here. Why not? Doesn't really matter. And so I need to remove a few little pieces of soil to make it all a little more attractive, like so. And then I have this nice piece of rock that I also used to get this root flap, but that I kind of like now. Don't know why, but I like these sand rocks, so I'm just going to put it back. When you put a rock in a pot, it's always better to dig it in a little, because then it looks part of the landscape instead of something that you have put just right on top of your surface. A little digging in and then some substrate around it will make it look more natural. And then of course the moss will start to climb over it, which makes it a whole lot nicer. So I think that's it. Just pruning away some of the old moss, like so. But of course these are little details, and well, it's not very interesting too. So this is the tree, how it looks today, and well, it is ready for the second part of the growing season. And well, it has some potential. Will be better when all the grafts are separated, but that will probably take another year. So in the meantime, thank you for watching and see you next time.